We're back with the greatest media team at the 2022 Sunstein Open at 501 in Warren, Massachusetts. For the back nine of the final round, and Raivis, we're handing out a trophy at the end of this one.
Trophies, it's qualifying, and everything else in between. Pride, I mean, this is just a fantastic course. I'm just excited to get the final round finished because these ladies have been waiting all day. As a tournament director, I've been waiting for the ladies event to happen all day as well, and we're going to see some great action.
So this tournament was the first in the Bay State Queen Series, which was the first year that the women ran. We were so thrilled to be part of that series. The winner of this tournament qualifies for the Green Mountain Championship up at Smugs at the end of the year, and also for the Massachusetts Grand Prix. So on today's card is Julie Ferdella.
Shooting +2, pretty good round so far.
Had a little bit of a shaky putting performance on the front nine, but I think she's hoping to sort of par out if she can, or do as close. Here's Carli, who's just been lacing gaps.
Yeah, and the tough nine gets a little more difficult than the front nine, so we're gonna have to make sure to see if she can handle that pressure coming down the line.
Erica Johnson throwing Innova down a hill, looks really nice there.
The seasoned veteran player. I just love watching her play. And speaking of a fantastic form, check out that overhand by Kelly Jenkins,
Wow.
your fourth competitor. And that thing is still rolling, Steve.
She could play center field for, I mean, there's just so much distance. It's
Incredible.
crazy.
Incredible. We're going to see some great shots here. Thanks for staying tuned, and thanks again, Sunstein, for helping provide the coverage.
Well, you're very welcome. We had such a fun time this weekend, and this course really lived up to the hype. It was an amazing venue for a championship. This is probably my favorite hole on the course. Hole 10, straight downhill to the green basket. We're off here to the left. You just got to let, if you're a right-hand, backhand player, just let a hyzer fly and then hold on to the rope going downhill because it's a long way down.
Yeah, it might not look that long, but it's almost 400 feet, Steve. I mean, this is a beautiful hyzer by Carli, too. Oh, my goodness. She gets mostly down there. I got to see this replay from Bentwater Brewing. Thank you so much for providing that replay. Smooth as she was on the other shots, just on the front nine.
It reminds me of Kyle. They do almost nothing, and the disc goes so far.
Yeah, and it's still going. Look how far it gets. I mean, that's only 60, 70 feet from the pin.
Wow.
A beautiful shot there by her.
Oh, this is such a tough lefty hole. But here is Kelly with an Anheuser.
I
and
like that shot.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was a great looking
That
shot.
must be something very understable.
I believe that was her plasma servo. And here's Erica Johnson.
Oh, hits the center tree and goes straight down.
Yeah, she threw her destroyer there. And here's Julie, looking smooth, also on the tee. Oh. So Kelly just said, "Did I just money you?"
That felt good.
That's a version of the nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It totally is. But she threw her mamba there, and that was looking really good, Julie.
She's got to look, but she's going to have to throw a
This
hyzer,
is such a tough approach. I can't explain.
especially with the wind gusting.
She had a lot of distance to fight still.
Little turnover up shot.
That was very smooth by Kelly there. That was
Right
a
on the
pink
rock.
harp, I believe.
Good shot.
Mm,
All right, let's
you
see
can
what
s-
Carli's got.
Well, you can see she's already
thinking
giving,
about something?
Well, she's kind of giving that. I don't know if I really want to run this. I think I'm gonna lay up, and that's exactly what she does. She sticks to her game plan, and if you want to win tournaments, you really have to stick to your game plan. I cannot stress that enough. That's a pro tip for anybody that wants to win.
All right, Erica gives it a bid, and it's a little left and rolls off the rock. The problem is, if you go for it and miss, you're going to have a tough comebacker because...
You really don't want to miss on this one. And look at this.
Oh,
Not easy to battle a uphill putt like this on a rock because you can get rolls, you can get unfortunate kick. Yeah.
that's a disappointing...
I mean, this had to be one of the hardest holes, right,
oh, for
Steve?
sure. Yeah.
I mean,
no, I mean, it's right... Oh, let's see. Hole 10.
Kelly also taking a bogey.
Average 3.56. It was the fifth hardest hole.
5th hardest hole. Yeah, so definitely up there in difficulty.
A game plan Carli here with her par. She will take it and move on because
Yeah.
Julie, Kelly, and Erica got strokes on all 3 of them.
There was nothing wrong with her game plan of just kind of just saying, you know what, I'm not going to even mess with that one. But the difference was that a lot of these other players, these ladies, were putting for par, not for birdie. That's the difference between being able to run a riskier play or not.
So Erica picked up a double, and that takes her 6 strokes back, and it's looking less likely for her. Hole 11 is a very interesting, slightly downhill, par 3, 323 feet, sort of on a left-hand, backhand hyzer line again, but a lot of trees to fight. This rock wall is not out of bounds. It's just sort of a delineate. It's just something interesting in the way. Mm-hmm. And then we're seeing the blue basket here, but the green is actually if you went the other way.
Yeah, so it's right in that green patch right over here. Unfortunately, there's no good way of getting there. And I think you're going to see a lot of people just choose this middle route here.
And it fights about 3/4 of the way there.
And there's so many hidden trees there, Steve. Like it's almost. Oh, okay. I thought she almost hit that.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, I like that approach too. That was a really good line. And here is Julie.
Get over the wall this time. Ugh.
Oh, and it almost did, but it was 6 inches
verdict.
short.
And Erica Johnson, I love this throw by her here.
Talking to it the whole way.
Yep.
Great shot.
She takes her leopard 3 there. And let's take a replay from Metter Media. So who's Metter Media, Steve?
Metter Media is a social media company that handles Sunstein's Twitter and LinkedIn graphics and other presence. And we have to say thank you to them. Thank you for being a big supporter of Sunstein and the Sunstein series. But enough about them. How about that shot?
That was a great looking shot. I love her smooth backhand hyzers. Erica, you will always
Kelly's
be
nice up there.
the veteran.
Yeah. Carli, half go.
Yeah, and that's fine. She's again, we talked about this in the first round. She's familiar, very familiar with this course, as it's very local to her. Little flat, little right. But that was for birdie, so that
Right.
she's okay.
Yeah. I'm sure she would have liked it though.
Yeah,
Oh,
and this
Erica
is
was
also for
short.
birdie. But yeah, you want to. There's not that many birdie opportunities on this course, right? So you definitely want to get them as much as you can.
It'll be a par for Kelly.
And was this the easiest hole? No.
No, this is
Right in the middle, it looks like, right?
7th easiest hole.
Yeah, so right around the
Average
middle.
3.11.
Makes sense.
Catherine Maloney was the only FPO player to get this bird.
Wow. I swear Erica Johnson should have been there too, but her disc went just a little too fast around that corner.
Here comes Carli to
Can't
clean
stress how good this day was in terms of weather.
kind of day you want to go out and play disc golf.
Yeah, exactly. No issues with the qualifier opportunities in terms of weather like we had with the Sunstein Open for the men's side. You can check out that coverage. I will put the link in the description for you. Some great golf there.
So everybody on the card took a par, and they're a little bit spaced out at 1, 3, 5, and 7. So Carli has a 2-stroke lead going into what I think it might be the hardest hole in the course.
Easily the hardest hole in the course.
Par 4, 500 feet up the hill. The rock wall along the entire left side is out of bounds.
Only par 4 on the layout, too.
And you need the extra stroke because there's really no way up to the basket at 1. I mean,
Yeah.
even the men usually bail out. And for the right-handed players, you have to throw a forehand or throw something Anheuser and hope it doesn't kick OB because...
And you get some nasty kicks on here. You think you have a great shot, and then all of a sudden you're OB because you just went a little too fast with the spin there.
Gorge.
Yeah, gorge is right. Oh. But she's lucky she didn't kick left, though, right?
It's a great shot. I mean,
Yeah.
it flirted. This is also flirting.
Well, she's a lefty.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Let's see what Julie can do.
Julie is going to be throwing her pre-flight number.
Sit. Great shot.
Pro leopard. And that was a pro shot.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah.
I love this shot by Erica
Yeah,
too.
that's a nice little S.
I can't even do that. Just land in the middle like that.
Just
Great
sat.
shot.
There you are. You had a great view for all 4 of these coming up, and we're
Yeah.
getting to see Erica's little full flight flex here again, starting out on Annie. What disc is this?
This is the Archon. I have 4 different ways of saying it, but it's the Archon.
She'll take that 4
Yeah.
times out of 4 for
Great
sure.
looking
No matter
whip.
how you pronounce it, that's a great shot.
And here's Kelly taking her Firebird, just trying to get up there, right? I mean, this is all you can hope for. Just get your 4. And here's Pete and Carli. Pete's, Carli's husband and caddy for this round. He provided some great tips.
What do you think they're talking about there?
Just don't go too much, and making sure that she selects the right disc. A lot of tournaments come down to the right disc selection, believe it or not, in terms of being able to be in the right spot or not, and that just comes down to sometimes the right disc. So let's take another replay of this play, because I just love this camera angle here. Carli's focus is 100%, and she gets it done. That was a good looking shot. That's far enough to get her easy up and down for 4.
Now Julie's in prime position. She
Way too low.
Probably wants that one back. A little early and a little
And
low.
honestly, she's a little lucky because that OB the OB rope there actually jets out of the rocks, not always necessarily inside the rocks.
Okay, so here's her 3rd.
And she's lucky that didn't go OB, where her lie was. That's all. And here's Erica taking a simpler approach. That's the veteran. Great shot.
Right under the basket.
Yeah, that's what I would expect from her. And Kelly's not in an easy position, so this is just her 3rd shot. And I try to cover the shot as much as possible. You can see she kind of is still about 60 feet short, and that would be for her par save. So more discussion between the caddy and the player here, just making sure that she selects the right disc. Yeah.
Wow.
And you can give a bid because there's a rock wall. There's a big rock behind that basket. But things could always go crazy with any sort of rolls. See that big rock right there?
What a shot.
Yeah. She knows the course very well, right? She knew that she could probably throw it a little more aggressively on that play. Now, I kind of kept more camera shots on this one because it's the longest hole. It really shows you how much is, you're going back and forth, you're walking, and it just never finishes,
It's a marathon.
Yeah, it really is a long hole.
Sit.
Oh, no.
Please sit.
And see how the
Okay.
rope,
Wow.
the rope almost comes past where the rocks. Yeah,
But she's in.
she's in. She
Yeah.
got lucky there. Nothing worse than being able to be
Well,
on the
she
other
didn't get
side.
unlucky because
Yeah.
that did not deserve
Right,
that
right,
roll.
right, right. Yeah, that's true. But it could have been a little worse.
Here's Julie for bogey. That was for par.
Yeah, for par.
So she'll have to clean up for bogey.
This could have almost been a par 5. Almost, I feel like. What was the average for this? This had to have been really high.
Hole 12 is the hardest hole in the course.
Yeah.
Averaging a full stroke .2 over 1.22 over.
And this is why I meant it could be a par 5. 1.22 strokes. So a par is a birdie and a half, almost.
And Carli and Erica pick up their pars. And now Carli is 3 strokes up. You think at this time, now she's not checking scores.
No, but she's probably feeling more confident knowing that she just took at least 2 strokes
Sure.
on Julie in a row. Maybe 3, actually, because it was a start on hole 10, right?
All right, we're on to hole 13, a par 3. This is probably the weirdest hole in the course. You have to get out a gap and then fight up a hill. And then the basket is, on the green basket's over to the right.
At least this one's to the right, yeah. The one on the left is a lot more difficult, but this one, I feel like the play is to hyzer out and then just do a flick or a turnover to get up to the green.
So hole 13 is the second hardest hole in the course.
Back-to-back toughies. And Carli is not in a great spot. If you notice that kick was not great. Erica throwing her destroyer,
Right in the
getting the
middle.
memo, just staying with the hyzer and making sure that doesn't go too right. Now, I think Kelly was trying to make it go more left. I don't think she was trying to go straight at it, but it's not the worst play because there's a back alley door up there. To greens at least, right?
So that action there that Julie had, we saw a lot of that where if it doesn't sit soft, it's penalizing you 25, 30 feet.
Oh,
Okay, now see
and that's being nice.
Yeah. All right, so some more discussion here about what the game plan is after that early kick.
Yeah, these are, important plays for her just to make sure that she gets in the right position and puts herself either into a par or bogey at worst. Look how uphill this is too. Oh my gosh. I mean, she put a lot on that.
So she's crested the hill and she's going to have a very long look for par.
Meanwhile, Julie's like, okay, I'm up there, but I got a long putt too, so.
Let's see if Erica can get any closer.
That's such a tough shot. I can't stress how
What a
difficult
shot.
that is. Yeah.
Right angle around the tree there.
And standstill too.
Yeah. I found playing this course that I had no idea where my disc was going when I had an uphill lie like that. You don't get your normal weight transfer.
No.
It's so easy to throw the disc straight up into the air and have it hyzer right out.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all.
It's very uncomfortable, some of the stances that you're put in at this course.
So they're all shooting for par here.
Oh,
That was a
Kelly.
nice bid.
Almost similar to hole 2, what we saw where she was able to make that hole 2. Erica just leaving a little short. Let's see if Julie can get one in there. Dude.
These are all going in. I feel like such an idiot. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get one.
Don't we always feel like that? I feel like we all feel like that. Oh, this is going in. This is easy. But then you're like, oh, it didn't go in.
There was one par in the FPO field.
One par.
One
Who
par.
was it?
Chantal.
Shout out to Chantal because
Chantal Gibson, the only par.
I can't believe it. It was that difficult.
Everyone else on this card took a bogey.
So
No
that-
damage done then.
So it averaged 4.
The average was 4. Yep, a full over because it was a
2
double.
back-to-back over a stroke
Tough.
pars.
Hole
Average.
14 is easier, a little bit easier.
Yeah.
We're going across the ridge now. It's a par 3, 285 feet, and the green basket is up here on the left.
Yeah, the danger is definitely the green with the rollaway potential. Sure, you can go a little too straight on your tee shot, but a lot of these ladies are just going to hyzer out and then put themselves in the proper position. That's a great shot by Carli.
You gotta
She's
like
only
that a lot.
she's only about 45.
She's right to the fork there. And
But now she has to make a decision whether to run it or not. Remember on hole 9 when she ran it and she made it?
Yeah.
That was a great putt. So let's see if she does it again.
Well, first let's take another look at this from Ufos. Thank you, Ufos. The world's best luxury recovery footwear. Right to the middle there. So she's going to have an upshot, like you said, up
Yep.
the hill.
And that's a dangerous putt with the green.
Looks doable.
And here's Erica shooting her destroyer, I think.
A little early and a little left.
But left is okay. It's number 6, I think, overhand for Kelly with their Firebird. Love it. She's in a great spot.
She's really playing well.
Yeah, she is. She really is. She's staying in the middle. That's the
Yeah.
game plan, right? And
That's
Julie.
a great shot.
That's-
Skip.
Oh, she gets no skip. Really? She could have got another 30 feet. But she should have an easy up and down for 3.
Oh boy. So now
Yeah.
we're looking at the danger of this basket placement.
Yep, so this is it. This is Carli's second shot for birdie. She's feeling risky. Oh no. Could that go any further?
Oh, that's rough. And it's rough because in a similar situation on 10, she laid it up and watched everyone else bogey.
Right. She was playing smart with the layup.
All right,
That
but this
was
one sits.
And that was a half go too. I don't even know if I would have gone that risky, but you know,
I get
her
it.
fierceness is it amazes me. I love watching it.
I don't mind it really. She's 3 strokes up. If she birdies there, she's like gonna win the tournament almost.
Yeah.
So like, I don't mind that at all. A little friend checking out the action.
I love that camera shot by Quinton Scott there.
A friend of nature.
Just nature appreciation. Yep. And it gives good B-roll material, you know.
Quentin B-roll Scott. All right, here's Erica. Let's see if she can cash this uphill straddle putt.
For birdie, right?
How did that fall out?
Oh my gosh.
Thought about it, but not on these things.
I think that was for birdie.
Yes, it was.
Wow. A little unfortunate there, Erica. I'm sorry, but you had a great drive.
Oh no, it was for
No,
par.
for par, because
yeah.
you said
Right.
her first shot went left. That's
Right,
right,
it
yeah.
did. Okay. So Carli and Erica bogey, and Julie and Kelly take par. So that means Julie gets 1 stroke back on Carli.
Yeah, back to 2 now, I think.
There are 4 holes to play, and we have.
It's getting tight.
It's getting tight. We have a big prize at the end. Hole 15, par 3, 235 feet. Get out of a gap and then go to the right. This is a fun hole to play.
It is.
It could be tough. I'm sure that Kelly is liking the shape of this hole.
You
Let's
really
see what
have
she
to
can
get
do.
around this tree, too. Right in the middle there.
Ooh,
or go inside
early.
like Kelly. Okay. She didn't make it through, but there is an inside route there. And here is, I love that shot. Here's Julie with her DX Gazelle. And, oh my gosh, that was going to come to the right so much more. Carli going a little too straight on that one. I think it hyzers out.
Where did that go?
It went a
Hazard
little
left?
Yeah, it hyzered a little left, but she kicked a tree and just sat down.
Let's see if Erica can
Erica
make this game.
has some really good form with that Anheuser. You can tell she reaches a little more left and kind of swings more wide. Fortunate.
Wow, a little
by Kelly.
flick there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Carli got it, oh boy, to about tester range, 15 feet.
Again, she just lost a stroke to her 1 hole prior, and she's kind of calm though for, you know, the tester that you were just talking about, Steve.
I think it's good to stay in that headspace if you can.
Yeah, I agree. You can't start thinking about it too much because that's when it starts boiling usually. Some smart ground play though.
I bet she'd like to throw it a little further.
A little bit more. Erica's fine there.
Yep, no problem. All right, here's Julie. It's an important putt. Save par here.
Yeah, because she knows that Carli has quite the tester too. Great putt by Julie there.
Bounces
I
in.
like her style of putting. She does mostly the stand, the straddle, you can tell. And she really commits to it.
Oh, Raivis, what was that?
I think she rushed it. What do you think?
I think that these baskets don't catch high chain.
Oh my gosh.
I think that she didn't follow through,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a rough bogey in an important spot.
Now it's down to 1?
She has a 1-stroke lead with 3 holes to play.
And of course she doesn't know this, but she knows it was a monumental stroke, I'm sure. Because
But
she
we
knows
all know
She
it.
can sense it that it's close. I think she
Everyone
can sense it.
following the card knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hole 16, par 3, 300 feet downhill. 3 holes left, 1-stroke lead. Julie's starting to put pressure on Carli.
My favorite downhill hole, I think, on the back, other than 17. I love this hole. 300 feet, and she's going with an overhand. I love it. It kicks right, not the best spot, and she's going to have a lot of work to do for her up and down.
All right, here's Julie straight through the gap, starting to hyzer. Over the basket. Nice tree kick.
Wait till you see where this lands, because this Z glide was amazing. This shot was great. Right there.
Circle 1.
Yeah. 25 maybe. And here's Erica Johnson.
Wow, local route through.
Yeah, she pulls it a little left there.
Big shot here by Carli. Let's see if she can get it close.
You might have seen the shot on Instagram already because it's so good. Oh! That's what I mean by so good.
Flash and chains. Where's our replay on that? We didn't have it this time, but that's probably because you want to see it go on Instagram.
Right, if you want to see it. And also, we had to bring it back for her.
Oh, here it is. Look at this shot.
Yeah. Now, a little deep.
That roll away is a little unfortunate.
All downhill, though.
Yep.
And here's Erica, kind of in a tough position. I like this hole too because it has like 2 layers, right? It has like 2 landing zones. She's in a ravine right there, in between the 2 zones. And Erica laying up for her par.
No, I think she hit something. That was her 3rd shot.
Yeah. So
unfortunately.
she'll get a bogey, right? And here's Kelly trying to save her par.
Just short.
Yeah, not able to do it. What did this average? Wow.
Oh no, another roll away.
Oh, okay. So that was for her birdie. Here's Julie for her birdie. This is huge for her because she can take another stroke on Carli.
What a shot. This hole averaged 3.44.
Pretty tough.
It is tough. Less than a half stroke over. But what a huge birdie from Julie to tie it up. And
From the knee, too.
That's pending Carli's putt, which is not super easy.
No, check out this replay here. I love this angle.
So much core strength and balance.
But she's a straddle putter, so she knows exactly what she's doing with that core balance, I feel like. That's not an easy putt for a lot of normal people.
Okay. Big putt for Carli. Needs this to save par.
Oh my gosh. So, did you see how that one caught? I don't get it. What is with Carli's catches?
I don't know. It must be
because this is great. Look at this catch.
It must be entering at the exact right speed to just sit down. Her heart stopped for a minute. Did you see that?
Right, because she knows these baskets aren't the best sometimes with those. But that was a critical par save.
Well, they're tied.
Yeah.
Absent that par save, Julie has a 1-stroke lead. But now they're tied at +4. There are 2 holes left to play. We're going downhill, probably 2 of the best holes on the course.
So much fun.
17 is a downhill 289-foot par 3 through this gap to a picturesque basket near the rocks just on the other side of this platform. And if you kick a tree early, you might have to scramble. If you don't, you could land right next to the basket.
This was the hole that caused a lot of trouble for the men's side, if you recall.
Right.
At the end there.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things that could happen on this hole. Julie kind of hits early, unfortunately. Here's Carli's shot.
Yep.
Looking smooth. Again, she knows what she's doing here.
Now, you don't mind the highs are out because it gets down far enough.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the play. And she gets the anti-skip, too. She can play the anti-skip when it comes to the highs are out. Watch. Well, maybe not on that play, but you usually get a skip going back down to the basket. Here's Kelly. No overhand for this hole. Just ripping it through. Wow, that was looking really good. And here is Erica.
Yeah.
So butter. Mako 3.
That's a great shot.
Circle 1 guy.
Little tree kick and then right in the middle.
She is in the circle.
All right, so let's see if Julie can get it close. This is not easy. There's about 6 trees in the way.
Yeah.
And what's she planning here? Maybe a hyzer around this tree?
I think so. Right from the middle there.
Wow.
Get some good ground play
That could have
there.
easily hit that platform and
Yeah.
stopped.
And stopped another 15 feet. Absolutely.
Let's see what Kelly can do.
She's
That's
a
a nice-
veteran
that's
out
a
there.
nice
Yeah. Her and Erica are just so smooth.
Boy, Carli went quick. Just up. Okay.
She
so
didn't
this
want any of that, okay, Steve?
Big putt here.
Yeah, this is huge. Par save, right?
Yep. Oh, yes.
Well
putt
done,
there.
Julie. Again, sticking to the straddle, giving some love to the basket. Let's take a replay. Sponsored by Atomic Coffee.
Thank you, Atomic.
They provide some good
I've enjoyed
coffee.
lots of Atomic coffee at these tournaments.
Yeah, I know who else does. Kevin Jones.
That's a huge putt for Julie, putting the pressure on. Gets a little love, a little dap from Carli.
And that's the friendship I love to see in a competitive nature at the end there.
And Erica puts it
Fierceness, humility, friendship. That's what it's all about.
in. A little fist bump there. Kelly's in.
And this is it. Coming down to hole 18, Steve.
So Erica birdie 17, everyone else pars. We have a tie game here.
Tie ball game.
One hole to play. If the round ends up tied, we're gonna play 1, 2, and 18 on a loop.
Yep. Sudden death
18
loop.
is we're now back out of the woods into the meadow here, or this beautiful lawn. Downhill, par 3, 458.
And there's a lot of nerves in the air, I'm sure, for both of these players, for Julie and Carli. But to start off, we're going to have Erica Johnson show us the rope. She's throwing her destroyer.
Sit.
No OB here, so she's fine. And here is Julie with her sapphire.
Big shot.
Oh, get it in the air.
When she said that, all I could think about was that song.
So it's low and it sits short of the gap. So she's going to have a
That's
difficult
a
upshot.
difficult approach, like you were just hinting.
Let's see what Carli can do.
She needs to get far on this shot. And she does it. She's right in the middle. She's far enough where I think she's able to approach it with her harp or mid-range rather easily.
At this point, we've got about 24 people watching the women's league
It's so
card.
cool to see, these spectators watching, and then also the other players coming back
Yeah.
from their holes. Kelly, you saw this in the intro. Look at this shot.
I love it. It's so fun.
She's farther than the other ones. I mean, that is just a great rip. Kelly, it's been a pleasure watching you play and just seeing your talent, your versatility out in the field out there is just amazing. It's just so cool. You don't get to see overhands on hole 18
No.
on such a beautiful, majestic scene.
All right, let's see if Julie can get it close.
At least 250 feet, right?
And it's a little late. And she leaves herself a difficult
35?
Yeah, maybe.
Something? Not what you want when you know she. So I don't know if do you know if she was checking scores?
I don't know.
Okay, so I have a feeling she was checking scores and Carli wasn't, in my opinion. But I'm not sure if that was the case or not.
Good upshot from Kelly there.
Yeah, that was a great upshot. And here's Erica Johnson, the veteran. Nice, good work there.
Okay.
Carli about 175.
Very clutch.
Okay, still 25.
It's back of circle 1.
Yeah.
They're both going to have putts here.
And here's what we talked about, the qualifiers. This is for the Massachusetts Grand Prix and the Green Mountain Championship qualifying.
A little high from Julie. It hyzers out, and so Carli's going to have a putt to win this tournament. But before that, Kelly has a putt and just misses there.
Second round of the day. I mean, these ladies have got to be tired. I know I would be.
She's in for 4. That takes her to +9, a tie for 3rd.
Good amount of money, podium finish.
Erica needs this to also tie for 3rd.
Hey,
and
good
does.
putt, Erica. She had a great back 9, I
Yeah.
feel like. Front 9 was a little shaky, back 9 was great.
All right, so Julie's actually going to putt out first. Oh, wow. And it bounces in.
Wow. So that was for her.
That was a
A
bogey.
bogey,
Yep,
right.
So
So-
this is for par and the win. Yep.
She did it. She doesn't know it yet, but I think she did it. Let's see a replay.
Do you think not knowing like helps with the nerves? You think it's just sort of like it's just a 15-foot putt either way?
I think it does, but it's so hard for me to be in that position and not check. Check
All right,
out
little
this.
fist pump.
This is the best part.
I just won. Oh. Oh wow.
Touching. I love it. And
a big hug there from
Yeah.
the camera guy.
I almost started tearing up. I was so happy for her. And then I found out she didn't know, like she wasn't checking scores. It just made it that much more magical, I felt like.
It was wonderful. It really was a great end of the tournament. She played so well.
Yeah.
And just to see the emotion on her face.
Yep. We're just so happy for you, Carli. And I got a little interview with her.
Oh, great.
Get a little interview here. How does it feel to be the Sunstein Open champion?
I already cried, but I might cry again. Feels really good.
Save it for the real interview.
It was really good. I love this tournament. It was such a battle all day, and I'm just really appreciative of everything. And grabbing that spot for GMC is huge.
It's so
It's
big.
huge.
And the Massachusetts Grand Prix.
And the Massachusetts
Yeah.
Grand Prix. Like,
You don't
it's
have to
just,
worry now. You don't have to worry about the
I feel
series.
like I have now can relax a little, so
Yeah,
that's huge.
that is huge.
Yeah.
What was the big difference for you today?
In what way?
Like, just what was the advantage, do you think?
I think I know this place, so I know what not to do. And then if I can just keep it in my mind, keep it consistent and not run everything,
Yeah,
just really play smart when I should play smart. And then if you go for something and if it doesn't go your way, you gotta just shake it off. So
Yeah.
that's
Do you think the
huge.
skins match helped?
Absolutely it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see the place, be a little pressure with the cameras, and it's huge. It's huge to have
is huge.
practice. So thank you for that too.
Of course. Congratulations. And any big plans for the rest of the year?
Oh, I have so many plans. It's to be determined because of life itself. So as long as the planes stay and work is off, then I got some stuff going on. So
All right. Anything else you want to say? Maybe your sponsors?
I just would love to thank Dynamic Discs for this beautiful attire and the beautiful plastic and keeping me straight in those fairways. And a huge thank you to Disc Golf Brah. They're the best. So shout out.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations,
Thank
guys.
you.
What a deserving champion. And
Just so happy for her.
it was a wonderful end to a really fun weekend at 501. I can't say enough about Bill and JJ and 501 Disc Golf.
Such an amazing course, amazing owners. We just love it there. We'll be back for sure. Here's a couple of clips of the awards and ceremony.
So we had a three-way tie for third, and then Carli's with the championship trophy there. Julie came in second. I love a little gymnastics. Good for them.
And they're all such friendly people. I love this group of ladies here. The backdrop, the new backdrop for
Looks great.
Sunstein. It was such a great event. It really was.
So we'll see Carli on October 22nd at Maple Hill.
And you'll see footage from it on Greatest Media Team channel. Absolutely.
So these are our FA1 podium, or no? This
This
is
might be FA2, maybe FA40. I can't tell. I can't remember all of them, but we had a couple of divisions come up here just to kind of show you what who won.
Oh, here's FA1.
Yeah,
Here's
this
Daphne
is
and
FA1.
Nicole. Yeah.
So she's gonna make it to the Grand Prix.
So Daphne and Nicole went to a playoff, a one-hole playoff that Daphne took down on hole one, and that qualifies Daphne for the Grand Prix, as you just said. And we had so many people who was their first ever tournament, and that really makes me proud and Sunstein for putting this on, and just seeing the joy of like playing disc golf with your friends at a beautiful property like this. And so we have a lot to try and top next year with the Sunstein Open, because I really think the 2022 edition was very special.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Thank you to all the 50 ladies plus ladies that came out. New England Disc Golf ladies, thank you so much. Bill, JJ, you guys were awesome. This was a lot of fun, Steve. Thank
sure
you for
was.
hosting and sponsoring this event as well.
And thank you to GMT, and we'll see you later on in the season for the Grand Prix.
Take care. Enjoy the ride.